Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Follow Up Friday. I'm Debbie Hoffman. I am a sales and follow-up coach. So if you're new to my world, welcome. I work closely with heart-centered coaches, consultants, all sorts of heart-centered entrepreneurs who are letting potential clients and income slip through the cracks because they don't have a reliable or effective sales and follow-up system in place. So I work with you to create a step-by-step process so you know what to do and what to say at every step of the way, and ultimately have more ideal clients saying yes to working with you. So every Friday I come on around 10 a.m. Pacific and I share some tips around a topic, some things that you can implement right away that week. So they're very into practical tools. I'm into things that you can implement right away. So the conversation today is about your coffee meetings. Are you getting results from these meetings that you're doing, whether they're in person or online? One of the problems I'm hearing and frustrations I'm hearing from people is that they're going to all these meetings, they're meeting with people constantly, and like they're not getting clients, they're not getting referrals, they're not getting anything out of them, and it's becoming a waste of time, and they're very frustrated. Last week, we talked about how to get better results from networking. And when you meet people at networking event, the next step is to meet with them and to deepen the relationship with those people who you feel there's a good connection with and you think you can partner up with. So today I'm going to share 3 steps you can take, 3 things that you can do right away to improve the results that you're getting from your coffee meetings. So please feel free to share this video to your newsfeed or drop a friend's name down below who you think could benefit from this information. And if you're watching this on the replay, please give me some feedback, comments, ahas, takeaways, any questions that you have, any topics you'd like me to discuss going forward. I'm always wanting to serve you at the highest level. So let me know what you're struggling with, and I'll be here to support you, okay? Okay, so the problem is people are spending all this time meeting with folks for coffee, tea, wine, lunch, whatever, and nothing's coming from it, like zero. So first step, and this is so critical, is set an intention of what you want to have happen at that meeting and get agreement from the person that you're meeting with that the intention is, at least where you're coming from, and see if they're in agreement, is to get together with each other, to learn about each other's businesses and see if and how you can support each other, not to sell to each other. Like, how many of you have gone to these meetings and the person you're sitting there with is trying to sell you? They're trying to get you to become a client. Like, it happens all the time. My clients tell me this constantly, and it doesn't feel good. And what do? You shut down, right? Your heart's not open, you're not listening, and you want to kind of get out of there. So make an agreement in advance with the person you're meeting with that this is to learn about each other's businesses and see if and how you can support each other, not to sell to each other. So when you're making the appointment, share that. And then when you're starting the meeting, re-presence it, because they might forget. And that's going to change the entire energy, the entire feeling of the meeting, because your walls are not going to be up. And what happens is, as a result of this, your heart opens, you're more receptive to hear what they have to share. They're more receptive to hear what you have to share, because you know you're not going to be selling to each other. And then if there is interest, then you'll lean in, or they'll lean in and say, hey, I'm interested in what you have to offer for myself. It's much better when it happens organically that way. Okay, so that's the first step. Set the intention to get together, to support each other, have that conversation with the other person. Okay, then this is so key. Even if they ask you first, oh, tell me about you, don't answer the question. Deflect it back to them. You want them to talk first for many reasons. Okay, one of the key reasons is if they share about a struggle or a problem that they have, you might have a resource for them, or you might be the resource for them. You don't know, but you want to find out about them first, learn about what they're up to. And then you will also, the second benefit is that you will tailor your response about what you're going to say based on what they said. So you want, what was that? Something just went ding. That's so funny. So you want to learn what they're up to, and maybe what is going on? That is the strangest thing. My computer is just dinging at me. I'm just going to ignore it. I've never had that happen before. So when they share what they're up to, then you can tailor what you're doing to more relate to what they're saying. Because maybe you work on different things with different kinds of clients. And based on what they said, you'll tailor your response to what they're up to. Okay. So that's the second thing. Ask about them first. Don't talk about you first. And come prepared with questions that you're going to ask to get to know them better and to see how you can support them. You can ask a question like, what do you have going on in the next 6 months where I could support you? So just be prepared with all those questions. In my Power Up Your Sales program that I'm launching next month, I go into all of this, okay? Then the third thing, and this is where so many entrepreneurs fall short, is if there's a good fit and you like this person and you think you can collaborate with each other, because that's what it's all about, is collaborating. Make the appointment for the next meeting, like a month out or 2 weeks out, just depending on how much excitement there is and how many, like if you're thinking of people you want to refer to them and they're thinking of people to refer to you and there's just like a lot of momentum, schedule it for 2 weeks out. If not, do it a month out. But if it's not on your calendar, you will forget about them. They will forget about you. And the time that you just spent will be wasted. So always make an appointment for the next meeting. And with my great partners, we meet periodically, monthly or quarterly or semi-annually. It's in the calendar because they'll slip through the cracks if you don't put it in the calendar. So I make the appointment manually with them right then and there, or I'll ask them for their calendar link. They'll put it in the chat and I'll go in right away and book a call. And I'll say, when would you like to reconnect? When would be good for you? And like I have my launch going on, so I'm not going to be reconnecting with anyone until the end of April. And I told them that I'd love to reconnect with you. I just met with a woman yesterday and we're going to reconnect at the end of the month. So those are the 3 steps you can take right away for your next coffee meeting that will make all the difference in the world. Get agreement on why you're getting together with them. Be prepared with questions you're going to ask. Let them speak first, and then tailor your response about what you do to relate more to what they do if possible. And then the third step is to make an appointment for the next meeting before you get off the call, okay? So I have this launch coming up for my Power Up Your Sales program. I'm going to be offering 2 free master classes on April 10th and 11th, and then a free group coaching call on Thursday, whatever that day is, the 13th or 14th, that same week of April. So I'm going to put down below the link, but it's powerupyourfollowup.com/masterclass. I'm going to be sharing 3 huge sales mistakes entrepreneurs make and what you can do instead. So it's all about helping you to enroll more clients, which we all want to do, right? We're all here to make a difference. We want to get the word out and, make the impact we're here to make. And the only way you'll be able to do that is if you've had follow-up and sales skills in place. Those are the areas of people's businesses that trip them up the most. So please join us. They're free. There's 2 different times to attend. So it's powerupyourfollowup.com/masterclass. Okay, look forward to seeing you next week on Follow Up Friday. Bye for now.